Hey y'all, it's Crystal with Triple C Creations Crafting coming to you from the beautiful North Georgia mountains. And it is a windy day, so you might hear my wind chimes in the back. You may hear some noise from my family too. They're cooking lunch after church. But we are making these stars. And the ideal is this is a Christmas ornament. You could use it for other things though. And it's made out of those paper drinking straws. Now, I'm not a proponent of paper drinking straws because when you add water to paper or liquid to paper, it does not hold up. So, does not work for drinking. But for crafts, it works great. And so I always have a variety of straws. And most of mine, I will say, come from the thrift store. Or sorry, come from the Dollar Tree. I have picked up some from the thrift store. Again, I don't use them for drinking, so I'm okay to buy thrifted straws, and they're not like random straws, but like a pack that has been donated to the thrift store. I've even had some that maybe had been open, looks like maybe left over from a party or something. So I always have a variety of these that I use them for cake toppers. So in any time new ones come out, typically pick up a pack from the Dollar Tree. So like these are from the 4th of July. I think these may have been all in like a 4th of July pack. I got the polka dot. I think it was the teal and polka dot and maybe pink with gold polka dots. Those may have come from Walmart. The striped ones, I think that was maybe 4th of July one too. I don't know. So I've got a lot. These buffalo plaid ones, I will say I got them at the thrift store. I picked up 2 packs at the thrift store, but the original package was from Hobby Lobby, and I've had them for a while because I don't use them a lot. So, but I like my buffalo plaid. And any new holidays, if they come out with some unique ones, I will pick them up. So I have lots of those. Now, I did this out of the buffalo plaid. That's all I've ever made them out of. But I'm going to make a gold one today. Okay. To make one of these, it does take 5 pieces of straw to make these. And when you cut your straw, you're just cutting it in half. So depending on your straw length, and I will say, let me get all mine up here for example. It's also doe day, and I think somebody is maybe not shooting a deer, but they are practicing because they're shooting way too much to be shooting a deer right now. So if you see, most of mine are about the same height. But you just you need 5 pieces, and we're going to cut our straw in half. So whatever length of your straw, you're going to cut it in half. So mine are most of mine are just under 8 inches. So I've already got one of these cut in half, and that's typically what I do is I will have one, if I'm making some of these, I will cut one in half, and that will be my, like my measuring guide. So it takes 2.5 straws to make 5 pieces for the straw, or for the star. So if you're doing this with a group, if you get 5 straws, you can make 2 matching stars, okay? And I'm getting ready to make these. This is going to be one of our ornaments we make at church. When you cut it, it does kind of like squish down your straw. So I'm just going to push that together. Now, I've been seeing these on like Pinterest and things. And I had the idea of like, okay, I need some long needles. No, you don't. Because I use baker's twine or just twine, and most of mine came from the thrift store. I actually was able to purchase these at the thrift store when they came out with these big rolls for $1.25, and I got every different color they had. So I love using the red and white. I use the red and white in this. But I'm actually using this cream and gold, and this was a roll I got at the thrift store. Look at that, even came with a holder. So I'm going to use the cream and gold. You can use something neutral because you don't see a lot of it. I mean, you see it here, but not that much. And you can always do your hanger out of something different. You could even use ribbon for your hanger. Or you don't even have to have a ribbon. You can literally just stick your tree limbs through this and have them sticking on your trees like that instead of having a hanger. So you can do that. But so I've got my twine here. And I will say this twine I think is a little bit thicker even than my baker's twine. Ooh, I might have a problem. But if I cut my end off and it's not like real frayed, which I mean, like unless it's been, like I think this was the end that had been sitting there a while. And this was the end I just cut. I actually did not have any trouble feeding this through my straws without having a needle. See that? No problem. And I won't say how much I cut. I made sure that I cut off enough that I'm not going to be like coming to the end and afraid like my straws are going to come off one end while I'm threading the others. So Dollar Tree does always have the little spools like this. It comes 3-pack for $1.50 or $1.25, whatever it is right now. But 3 of these is when I've almost used up, in a variety of colors. So you could even do that. I don't know that the jute twine would work, but you can get baker's twine anywhere. And you've probably got some. If you craft, you've probably got some laying around. And it doesn't have to be baker's twine. I mean, I don't know that sewing line would not work. Wouldn't be thick enough to even like push it through. Crochet yarn would be too thick, and I don't think it would be stiff enough. This baker's twine is a little bit stiffer. And you can probably even get it if you actually get the like true baker's twine that you would use in cooking, like to tie up your turkey legs or whatever. I mean, I'd say it's the same thing. Okay, so I've got those pieces on, and see, that did not take any time. And now I'm just going to tie this in one giant loop. Now, here's kind of the trick, is I want to tie these pretty tight. Not super tight, but I don't want to really have any, I'm not going to like, I don't know, it's play with it. If you're going to do it for a group, play with it. Tight enough to where like it kind of holds the shape of this, but not so tight that I can't bend it, because I'm going to have to bend it around to get it into the star shape. Okay. And I want my loop to be, I want my knot to be tight. I just tied 2 overhand, I guess. All right, now I'm just going to twist it up. So I twisted it one time. Watch that. Twist. Now, you see this point? I'm going to take this point and I'm going to feed it back through itself. And I'm going to have to kind of force it. Be careful and don't bend your straws. Careful, careful, careful. And then just adjust to make it a star. Might have got that one a little too tight, but I still didn't bend my straws when I did it. If it's not tight though, it's the pressure that holds it together. If it's too loose, then it won't hold the star shape and it'll just fall apart. One time I got it too tight, and I actually, maybe on this one, see that straw's a little bent, but that's okay. And it kind of takes a little bit of playing with it. Now, if I like the string that I used in it, all I got to do then is I'm going to go up here and I'm going to tie me another knot to make my hanger. And again, you don't even have to use a hanger. You can just cut all your extra off, all your excess off, and then just stick it on your tree, or even sit it in your tree, okay? But I chose to make a little hanger and trim that off, and I am done. And again, I can make 2 of these from 5 paper straws. So very cheap gift if you're making crafts at school. I never did this with at school, but this, if I'd had to make crafts this year, and hey, I may end up making crafts. I don't know, we're not close to Christmas yet. Both of my youngest 2 are in middle school. I don't know if they do crafts, but this is definitely a cheap, easy craft that you can make with kids. So until next time, see you later.